All right, man. So are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? I'm not, man. I haven't even really been watching the markets too tough because it's just depressing. It's just depressing. So after 4 o'clock, I'm coming back and I'm looking at the damage. And wow, NASDAQ. Dow did all right, but the NASDAQ down 361. It's like a down number. 361 down 2.7%. S&P down 1.31%. So you look at the heat map, and when you look at it, you don't think it's from the numbers that I just said and looking at the heat map, you still see some sprinkles green in there. It's just that the stocks that got hit hard, and that's everything bright red in the big boys, right? Tesla. Remember, Tesla's in the S&P now, so it's just taking it down 4.84%. Oh, man, I think I had said in the early, short of the year right there, bro. Too bad I'm not a short. I root for things going up, but Tesla, I don't know, man. A lot of competition coming. It's down pretty big. A lot of these stocks, and that's what we're going to look at. We're just going to pull up some popular stocks, and I'm going to look at just the deterioration, the how far. We're going to basically examine the correction or how far it's been down from the top. And that's what I'm going to focus on today. And so you can see what's going on. And we're going to look at some of those big boys, because some of the normal boys, if you're in the banks, the industrials and some energy, you're probably doing okay. All right, so let's go ahead and pull up the Qs. I did a video. Was it my last video or 2 videos ago? And we was talking about the damage. And I said, hey, man, I'm not going to try to get cute. And you can see right there, I was trying to figure out a bounce point, thinking we was going to bounce here, and we did. I totally got faked out. The bounce 3 days ago was huge. That's counting today, the day before yesterday, yesterday, and the day before. It was huge. Unbelievable. And we took it right back in 2 trading days, even trading at a low. So, like I said, don't get cute. There's the trend line. We broke it. There is some support right in here. I can zoom in and try to find it. But here's the big support right there. And I got to say, we're probably coming down to this area somewhere. I mean, that's the big one, right? We're coming down pretty hard, pretty fast. I don't know if these little tiny supports in here is going to stop that velocity coming down. We probably need something like that. But, I don't know. So where are we from the top down to today's action? We're down about 9%. All right. So 9%, generally things turn around on 10% marks. Those 10 and 20% marks, I don't look for a turn there just because 10% is that official correction point. But there's some stocks out there that's just getting absolutely slaughtered. Mostly NASDAQ, as you can see. Here's Etsy. Etsy was pretty good, right? But it got a beat down today. It's been a stock that I always wanted to get into, but I guess I'm glad I didn't. But there's really no hiding from this. Etsy down 17% from the top. So these are things that you can almost think about getting into. How about Zoom, the poster boy or the poster stock for the whole virus situation, right? When Corona came around, this thing was going straight up every day, 2 to 5%, sometimes 10%. And vaccine comes around, and now it's not. Anyway, from top to bottom on Zoom, down 42%. Now, these guys reported earnings not too long ago, and it was a great earnings. The stock ripped. It ripped. I can't give you the numbers, but it's in here, right? We came way up to there, and look, gave it right back, and now we're looking at a recent day low. Sitting right there on support, though. Let's see if it turns around. I don't know, but this is crazy velocity right there, heading down to the downside. So totally gave back everything at the earnings and then some. How about a stock that I don't ever talk about? Octa. I think this is a Kramer fave, he calls it, right? From the top to the bottom, right there. We're looking at 19%. So you can see these stocks are getting hammered. So the Qs are only down 9%. And there's some stocks that's in there. I don't know if Octa's in the Qs though. Might be in the QQQJ, the junior Qs. Just getting destroyed. So get your shopping list ready. How about this? ServiceNow. Oh man, service now. You can see the trend lines are broken. I didn't draw them, but from top to bottom down 14.83%. There's your trend line for the most part. That's one. That's like, we call that a primary. How about this one? You can see it's broken. I'm trying to draw two there. I'm trying to help it out. It's broke. It's broke, but maybe we go here, we fill up this triangle, maybe we bounce right there, and hopefully we can get a bounce. We're definitely oversold here. We're oversold. We need a bounce. And that bounce, oh man, just 3 days ago, by the way, I brought up the heat map. I wanted to make a video so bad that day, but I didn't come around with it. But that day to rally, this map was all bright green. It was crazy. Everything was, you needed sunglasses to look at it. I'd never seen such a bright green heat map. Everything was looking like that, like Bank of America right there. Everything. I was like, wow, what a rally. What a broad-based rally that only lasted a day and took everything back. I'm a fan of Peloton. I don't know if I can be no more, but they bringing us down. It's basically down from that earnings where it just flew. From where it popped from the 100 area up in here. Remember, it was hanging out in this area, and then it just totally popped. I thought it was going to 200. I don't know now, because now that'll be 100% gain. Since we're floating there around 100, down 35% from the high. All right, so if you're interested in Peloton, you can start nibbling there, 36.91 from the high. You see my chart there. There's your bull flag. Did not happen. I thought it was going to break out and go higher. No, it's breaking down and going lower. So Peloton, I'm glad I took profits, but I still kept the trade on. But yeah, so I'm getting destroyed on that one. Tesla. Let's look at Tesla, man. You guys, I know a lot of guys liking Tesla. Tesla would never go down for too long before it just rip back up. And you see these rallies intraday, and it just gives it all back. Tesla down 30% from the high. And look at that, was that a bad trade? Oh, somebody got a bad fill right there. That's the day we ripped. And it actually almost made a new high. I don't think so. I bet you somebody got a bad fill. Poor guy who bought there. Anyway, so we come down. How about we clear all that stuff out so you can see what's going on? Yeah, so we come down. Here's the, down basically 30%. But we're right there. We're right there at support. Let's see if Tesla can hold. Biggest shareholder, well, one of the biggest is Kathy Wood's ARK fund, right? Let's pull that up. Big shareholder. I think there's like 12% Tesla in there, if I'm not mistaken. He bought more on the way down, but it's still going down. That bounce was part of that bounce we had the other day was her buying more. It was almost going to be called the Kathy Wood bounce. Didn't last long. Kathy Wood fake out, we can call it, down 6% today from top to bottom, down 22%. She is in a bear market. The ARK Innovation Fund. Let's look at the ARKQ, ARKQ, the Industrial Innovation. Oh man, down 17.62%, so not taking a beat down. I like this one actually because it's not as volatile. See, it's nice and smooth, and the sell-off is not as strong, but it's still down 17%. Man. Stocks are just getting hammered. How about one of my faves, Walmart? What is Walmart crashing? Is it going out of business here? They come out to me with a decent earnings report. They just said they're going to buy things. They're going to spend some of that money. And look at that, straight down. It never went straight up to go straight down. But it's going straight down now. I still say it's a good buy. It's down 17.35%. Let's pull up Target because Target announced numbers. And they said they was going to spend some money too. Okay, but they're not doing as bad. They only down 13.46%. So if you're looking at these things, you could see that it's a pretty good correction going on. How about Costco? Coming into support from top to bottom, 16.31%. Almost bear market territory. Almost. How about one of the financial fintech, PayPal? Let's take a look at it. Let's clear all this drawing out. Doesn't look too bad actually. It's only down 17.91% from the high. Yeah, do it one more time so I can. That's right. 17%. Look like it's coming into support. But, looking at this one, it actually looks like it can go down a lot more. This is something that you want to pick up when it starts heading back up. I can't tell you when, but if you PayPal, Square, they're going to be around for the long times. Long times. And, it's the new way of doing things, financially. Transfer money like that. Square, no fees. How do these guys make money? Anyway, oh yeah, it's got the whole crypto thing going too. Square. Was I just looking at PayPal? I'm kind of confused. Let's zoom this in a little bit more. Yeah, looking at Square. Wow, look at that drop from the top to now 18.28%. Wow. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, I could draw a trend line like that. Actually, that trend line is still intact. That most recent on the 4-hour. Pull up the daily. You could draw something like that. Yeah, that's still in trend there. It still has room to come down, but Square looks not bad. And they came out with earnings and it was a sell-off. They still in trend. A lot of these stocks, the main uptrend is still higher. It's just a little correction. I mean, these things was going straight up. So how we correct on them? We go straight down. Here's one of the stocks that I've just been getting destroyed on. I've been getting destroyed, actually. But, I really examined my portfolio. It's funny, you need to do this when stocks are actually going up. But some of the stocks that was doing real well for me was covering up the destruction underneath. I really started looking at them. Like I showed you Walmart and NVDA's doing. I'm in some I'm in some stocks that's getting destroyed. And I really don't want to sell them. I'm in option spreads. And so the way I trade, I could blow up a year or two from now. These things don't turn around. If these things just decide to go down for the next 2 years, I'm in big trouble. So I'm going to have to make a decision to, are these things going to turn around in the next year or two? Or do I got to rethink this? Well, anyway, here's NVDA, a stock that had actually a pretty good earnings report, and it actually broke out. It was a fake out. Look above and fail right there, right? Just boom, look at that, boom, right back down to the bottom of the range. Still in trend, but we're at the bottom of the range. And the way everything else looks, it almost looks like it's just going to break through. NVIDIA, autonomous. These guys, don't think gaming with the future here. Think autonomous. NVIDIA. I like it for the long hold. Get some of this stuff in your portfolio. Anyway, bottom of the range. We're looking at the weekly here. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah, I didn't measure this. Let's get a quick measurement. All right, from the top to the bottom. Down 16.37%. That's actually not that bad from the stocks that I was looking at. Not that bad. How about Airbnb? I put a long-term trade on this one today. Look at the top. Actually, there's another stock on, and it's right there at support for the most part. It's jumbled down 18.51%. And you can see that trend right here. How about I clear all that stuff out so y'all can see this? And you see it's broken. It broke a long time ago. Came up to check the bottom, and it looks like it wants to break lower. We're right there at support, but it does look like it wants to break lower. Airbnb, y'all know my favorite of the two. I'm in Airbnb, Booking, and Expedia, by the way. And you can see Booking from the top to the bottom. Not bad. Only down 7%. So you can say, hey, wow, relative, this is pretty good. 7%. Or has this got a lot of catching up to do, going to the downside? I don't know. I still like Booking. This is one of the stocks that's been masking the damage in my portfolio. Look at that, right? All-time high. And it's in the right sector right now. Everybody's selling this tech stuff, getting into these reopening stocks, and this is one of them. This thing was actually up about 40 points today before it turned around. So it was only down 0.32%, but it was up nicely today, and it just couldn't hold. The market was too weak to hold. And you can see it breaking out. So, keep an eye on, I'm trying to draw an arrow right there. I can't do that. Anyway, keep an eye on booking. I've been talking about it a lot lately on my channel. Hopefully it doesn't have a lot of catching up to do to the downside. I do actually worry about that. I don't think so. I think it could sustain. So let's look at the VIX. See what the VIX is doing. It's down 10% today. Not bad for the destruction, right? The NASDAQ was down 3% or whatever. Not bad just to only be down 10%. I should say up 10%, excuse me, up 10%. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm expecting it to break 20, and every time we get close to it, we're bouncing. So the pattern is, as it gets closer to 20, is we go back higher, meaning buy puts. But we did put we are putting these lower highs in on the spikes. So it kind of tells me eventually this market's going to get it together and finally fall down, into this range. That gray area down there is the more normal range. And I was actually worried about a sell-off, a significant sell-off when it gets down here in the 15, when everybody's kind of just comfortable with it. And it just doesn't do it. I mean, the VIX has been above 20. This is a real long time. Let me pull up the weekly. When was the last time right here? I'm going to say, what date is this? February 24th. Over a year. We haven't been below 20 for the most part, over a year. About 53 weeks. Unbelievable. Under the circumstances, is actually believable. But if you look at it like that, look at the weekly. The trend is still down. It's rough riding. It's rough riding. It kind of looks like it came down, it's going sideways, but I do think it'll break and slowly go into that 20 area. But I don't know. I don't know. The world is definitely getting better. But get this virus over, and then we can heal. We can start fixing things. A lot of debt, though. Whew. All right, so, man, there's the market. I just wanted to look at some of the stocks that's just some of these stocks, right? That's just like, it's terrible, right? Let's look at space. Remember people was buying this up because Kathy Woods bought it? Or, well, I don't think she bought it yet, but she's going to do the space fund. And the thing just ran. What about people holding that bag? Right? From the top to the bottom, down 49%. Gosh. If you're interested, it's a time to pick it up. Yes, it is. It's not a time to run away from that. Man. Here's a stock that's doing well, actually. And you can see the pressure. DraftKings, and I'm in that. But look, got down 4% today. Couldn't hold. But from top to bottom here, it's only down 11. It's not too bad. So you could see, this thing, it's going up there towards 100. It's actually everything's fine here. But with the market being down, it just can't hang. It can't hang. There's DraftKings. Quick look at the SPY. And, under the circumstances, you look at this and you say, everything is okay, right? You don't see any. Now, because remember, everything I was looking at, most of the things was NASDAQ related and right on trend. Well, that little break right there. Right on trend. Well, let's see if this thing can hold. One of the faves is Caterpillar. Unbelievable. But now this is one of the stocks going straight up. Industrial sector on fire. Caterpillar. Right? Looking at everything, you could almost say, yeah, this thing's going to pull back to at least here. I can't just see it continuing. But there it is, man. Like I said, I just wanted to show you some stocks. I'm sorry I didn't make a video in a couple of days. But here it is. Here it is. There was nothing to talk about. You're seeing red in your portfolio. If you're long, man, you got some red. You got some negative numbers going on, and hopefully we can get it turned around. That's why I want to do this video, just to show you the damage, and maybe, just maybe, we're gonna get ready to. I mean, because and if you're not in, there's very good spots to get your shopping list ready. It's happening right now. So these stocks are 20% off. I guess my fave out of them, even though I'm not going to scoop any more up, is Walmart. I actually got to get out of some of these things because I have some long calls on, and long call spreads that's like 150, 160. I don't know if it's going to turn. I don't know if it gets there by 2021. Because I know let's say it comes up, we'll have problems hitting the double top area, we come back down, blah, blah, blah. We need to break out to all-time highs. Maybe the stimulus, a lot of that money is going to find its way in Walmart. I don't know. I just don't know when the stock's going to turn around. But that's a serious, serious decline right there. Right? Here is the low for Corona right there. And I know, it didn't go down too much because people say, hey, man, Walmart's the only store that's open. These guys are going to make some money. Okay, so there it is. It's been a great buy since then, but, just like everything else, just down hard, down 18%. Why does that look so much steeper? I got to end this video, y'all. So, thanks for watching. And, yeah, keep your head up. All right, keep your head up. I'm Dre. Hit me up, Dre Trades, Twitter and Instagram, and right here on YouTube. And thanks for the new subscribers, man. I appreciate you guys coming in, hitting that bell, hitting the subscribe button. You guys is awesome. And you know who else is awesome? The people that's been checking me out from day one. And the people that just check me out every day. Everybody's awesome. If you watch the channel, you're awesome. And if you stayed to the end, and you did, if you're listening to this, you're extremely awesome. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you. Dre Trades out.